Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I'm doing a casual get ready with me because I want to give you a bit of a life update because the past week has been lots of things happening here and there, and I thought I would sit down and chat with you guys about it. I know I mentioned in not my last video but the one before that I was going to give an announcement in my next video, and I didn't. That's because well, I didn't want to divert what the video was about, so I thought I would make a video just kind of talking about what's been happening with my life because yeah, if you've been watching my channel for a while you would know that I've been looking for a new job. I found a new job and I have a new job, so I thought I would just tell you guys on camera because I'm really excited, I'm really happy. A lot of my nerves have calmed down and I just want to talk about it and talk about some other things that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, all the makeup I'm using I'm going to mention in the description. I might every so often be like, oh, I'm using this, like I always do. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I have a new job. I'm so happy and excited. If you guys, like I said, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I have had to start looking for a new job because the current role that I'm doing at the moment, so I'm currently working for a domestic abuse organisation that help women that are affected by DV, but I help women apply for benefits and apply for housing and everything. So it's an extremely rewarding job, but unfortunately the role is coming to an end at the end of November, and I am a very anxious person, and I'm like, you know what, I need to get my butt into gear because I can't wait around to see if I will get another role in the organisation or if I will end up doing something different. But I just needed to just know that I have security when it comes to supporting myself, and obviously me and my husband are supporting each other, but I'm not going to be the person to be like, oh yeah, I'll casually find a job, because it's taken me months to even find this job after so many rejections. But anyway, I mean, that's just a normal thing that happens. Rejection is so normal, but you know, it's just so disheartening. But I know I'm going ahead of myself, but yeah, so I've been looking for a job for quite a while. I'm being so transparent right now because there's no need for me to just beat around the bush, but I've been working in my current role since the beginning of lockdown, and it was a brand new role and it's something that I had never done before. I had volunteered at a charity before I did this one when I was working part-time, when I was working at Lush, and it was a wonderful experience to work for, to support a charity, because it's something that I have been very passionate about for a long time. And then when I got this job, it was just as lockdown kind of started, so I've had to do a lot of things myself, a lot of self-teaching. I know that's not the fault of the organisation at all, so they are not at fault for whatever's happened in these 18 months, and I'm never going to say a bad word. It's just unfortunate that everything happened while I got a new job, and I know that's probably happened to a lot of people. I know I should be very I am very grateful that I got a job, because a lot of people got fired, got made redundant, and were put on furlough, etc., blah blah blah. But the main thing that I had issues around was just my anxiety. I think the role is very demanding. I don't compared to what I do to a lot of my colleagues, it's not as bad, but I still had to do a lot of things where clients relied on me. God, I forgot how the wrong shade this is. I look like a fucking Oompa Loompa right now. Okay, I'm just gonna blend. So basically, I was like, okay, I need to start just looking. I mean, even before I knew in the beginning that my contract was going to be finishing in November, just because that is just how long the contract is. But sometimes you never know if charities get reimbursed with projects, and they get to continue and etc. But I was at a point where I was getting so anxious every day. I was majorly depressed in my job as well, and I don't know what it was. I think it might have been working from home, so I didn't have that luxury of working in the office surrounded by my colleagues, even meeting any of my colleagues, which is one of the weirdest things. We had we have Zoom meetings every week, which I know is pretty good because you get to have like a little break from a lot of casework and just things like that. But you still, obviously, we still spoke about work, and we still, you know, had to do everything around our job, of course. But it was nice to kind of break everything up. But I felt like a lot of the work I was doing yeah, it was kind of weird. But you know what, I'm grateful that I had done it, and it was definitely an amazing experience that I would not take back. It's just the circumstances where obviously lockdown basically happened the week I was supposed to kind of start, really. It was just jumping in the deep end, and you know, it's just a great way for me to build my kind of confidence and stuff like that. But there were a lot of times when I was just wanting to give up all the time, because there were just days that were really stressful. I had clients that were really stressful, that were like obviously very demanding, not so much like just the DV clients, but just the clients in general. And I had moments where I was just like, I can't fucking do this, I can't do this. And I started to kind of think, do I want to continue to work in the charity sector? And as much as, you know, it's a rewarding job, I feel like I'm always going to advocate for something like this. And no matter what job I do next or I do in the future, I'm always going to stand up for women's rights, and I'm always going to stand up for violence against women and girls, because it's such an important topic that, especially, that is greatly affected in my culture and a lot of cultures that I, you know, surround me. So I'm never going to stop believing in it. I just don't feel like working in it is going to be for me anymore. But when I started looking for work, I didn't know what I want to do, because that's just who I am in life. When I started volunteering, I was like, you know, maybe this is my route in life. This is my way to do something with my future, which is helping women and helping children escape violence, and, you know, just being there for someone, which is probably the most important thing, which is what I wanted to do. But I think realistically it's not for me in that aspect. I was saying this when so in my job, I've mentioned this before, my work kindly gave us like money towards like counselling and things like that. And obviously I'm not going to go into too much detail about everything, but when I was speaking to the counsellor, I basically said to her, like, I feel like in a job, I don't want people to I hate people relying on me. And I don't know if that sounds really selfish or that sounds really weird, but the anxiety that I dealt with on like a daily basis working there was so crazy, because all of these people are relying on you to help them for their future, and if you mess it up, you mess up a lot severely. And I don't think I could really deal with that on a daily basis, just because my anxiety just will not let me just chill for 5 minutes. And I've spoken about how I've been to like CBT and things like this historically, and it didn't help me that much. But I find ways of dealing with my anxiety, but I can't. When it comes to work, I think it's like a different setting. But anyway, I know I'm kind of trailing off a bit, because I just want to give you guys like a backstory of why I do still want to work in the charity sector, just not within the kind of role that I want to do. Although I really did like it, I have amazing colleagues, and but yeah, I just need to find somewhere new. So if you have been watching my videos, I had been like mentioning that I've been going on lots of like interviews and things like that, and lots of rejection, which again is standard. That's just life, isn't it? Like, you can't always get like the first job that you want, and you just live and learn, and then, you know, next interview you'll say something different, or you'll word it differently to know that this could be a better response possibly. So I had applied for Amazon, which is where I'm going to be working. Really interesting. I found the job through LinkedIn, which is pretty cool as well, because I never used to use LinkedIn as a kind of job source. I always thought it was somewhere that you would just communicate with people, and you would make links. LinkedIn links basically. And so when I started looking at that they had jobs, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So I started looking, and I was like, you know what, a job is coming up at Amazon, which is like a sales assistant. And I was like, what the hell is this? Because obviously Amazon don't have any stores at the moment. What they do have is like fresh stores, which is like a food place where you walk in, you scan or something, whatever you want, and then you just leave and you just pay by your Amazon account, which is amazing. They have one quite close to where I live. And when I checked like the job, they I think they're going to be opening some new stores. And now I say I think because they haven't actually told me where I'm going to be working or what I'm going to be doing. So I do find that a little bit funny and a little bit weird. It's going to go in my eyes now. And yeah, I'm just really excited. My starting date is going to be the 11th of October. So my current role, I'm starting on the 18th. Sorry, my current job is finishing on the 11th. So I was able to take some like holiday time that I hadn't used yet, and I'm using that towards finishing early because I had to give 4 weeks notice. And because I have the allocated holiday time, I was like, you know what, can I just use it towards finishing early? But because my last day is a Monday, how weird is that? Amazon had basically said to me, we need everyone to start on a Monday, so can you start on the 18th? And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. So my first day, which is going to be training really, is going to be the 18th of October. So I'm going to have a new job very soon, and I don't know what my filming schedule is going to be like. Obviously this is still like a hobby for me, but I will try my best to do it on my days off, because I can only assume that obviously I'm not going to be doing Monday to Friday because it is back to retail, and I don't mind going back to retail. I always did say, oh, never doing retail again, because you know it's a very disheartening job sometimes, although most jobs are, to be honest. Like, no job is perfect, but I think what I missed during lockdown was that kind of face-to-face communication and that kind of rapport that you would make with someone, because I only did that by the phone, on the phone with people, because obviously I couldn't meet anyone, I couldn't go out or do anything. So I've been cooped up in my home for the past year and a half, and I know everyone has, but in the sense of, you know, normally when you work you meet people face to face and you do things face to face and blah blah blah, but of course times have changed and things have changed, and that's just the normality now, which is the weird kind of thing that we all have to get used to. But I just felt like I needed to maybe go back to my roots in the sense of working in retail, doing something different. But yeah, I'm really excited and I'm nervous, because obviously that means working in a new environment, working with new people, but all I can do is just be myself, and I know I'll be fine. I've been working in retail since I was like 16, 17, so I know how retail works, but obviously it's going to be dependent on like the location and the people. But yeah, I'm just really happy that I just have a new job, because I basically was going for all these interviews, waiting ages for any replies, and then they would all just be rejection, or people would be messing me about. If you haven't seen my video about me going for an interview, when they told me to come and when I turned up they told me that they didn't tell me to come that day, if that makes any sense. So that was an experience that was yeah, it's pretty funny now that you look back at it, even though I was majorly pissed off. But anyway, but yeah, that's just life, isn't it? But yeah, I'm just really excited to just get life on track, and I don't know if I'll be like, if I'm ever going to be truly happy with certain jobs, but maybe one day. Even people who do like YouTube and stuff full time, they're never happy. So I don't think many people are happy with any type of job that they do. There's always going to be something that's not going to be right for them, or there's going to be something in the job that's not perfect. But you know what, life is a journey that you take, because you never know what twists and turns are going to come around the corner. So yeah, I thought I would just tell you guys about that and just kind of see what my work hours are going to be. I'm going to be working 40 hours, so that is obviously a lot of hours in the week, but obviously that does mean I still will be having 2 days off, and in one of those days or both those days I will be filming videos and uploading it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with my eyes today. I'm kind of just blending things in, but I'm kind of just making this up as I go along. But I just really want to try my Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadow. But anyway, so yeah, that is my new job. When I find out more information and if I can talk about it, I will of course tell you guys, because I will be happy to share it. So yeah, the next thing I guess I have going on, really, it's so weird actually talking about like charities and stuff. I'm volunteering at some charity walks a charity walk this weekend, I think, yeah, tomorrow, because today is Friday. I had like some time off that I needed to take from work, so I thought let's take off a few days because I can. And so I'm going to be I've volunteered at a cancer charity walk twice before. So 2 years ago I volunteered at one of their shrine night walks, so that was really cool. That was a lot of fun, which is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. But I'm not going to be doing a nighttime one, because like you start at like 8-9 o'clock and then you would finish at like 2-3 in the morning, and I really cannot do that. Like, I don't think my body clock would really let me go through that, and to be honest, I don't want to be out very late. Don't feel that safe sometimes in London, and I just want to be at home with my husband, to be honest. So that's why I thought I'd volunteer to do a day shift, which is perfectly acceptable because they do obviously have day shifts, because I think people turn up at different times to do different walks of the day, and it's going to be in Suffolk, whatever, it's near Greenwich. So yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm really excited about that because I really love volunteering at these charity events, just because they're really just fun to kind of, you know, get people excited for them doing the amazing work. I'm not going to be doing any running or walking, because although maybe in the future I might do like a charity walk or something when I lose a bit of weight, so I'm not walking like for 5 seconds and then I lose my breath. Because that'll probably happen. But yeah, I've done quite a few like volunteering jobs, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Tuesday I have my appointment actually with my rosacea doctor, so I'm really excited to kind of see what she's going to say, even though it does cost a lot of money to go to these appointments, because they're private. It's like a private clinic really, but you know what, it's important to do it, especially for my rosacea. And thankfully, and thank you to people as well who have noticed and have said, oh, you know, they've seen a big difference, and I really have as well. Like, my cheeks are looking so much better. I haven't really had any spots since I started the meds, and I've had them for 3 months, and they've really helped me out. I'm part of like a rosacea group on like Facebook and things like that, and a lot of people are going through very similar things, taking very similar medication, and it's very interesting just to see their kind of take on things, because medicine that is probably working for me won't work for other people. So if you feel like you might have rosacea, or you might have some type of skin condition, I would definitely go to the doctor. But if the doctor doesn't give you, or if they're like messing you about, which mine kind of have over the years, maybe if you can afford it, to go to a private clinic to see if they can maybe give you any advice or give you any help, because it's so important, especially your skin. Obviously, like it's your face and it's your skin or your body, but it's just so important that you do get it sorted out, because I've had rosacea for like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years, and it has really affected me, like mentally and physically. And to have this type of medicine. Of course, when my meds run out, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what will happen to my face, because it could go back to being completely red again. It could be staying moderate for a while, who knows. But yeah, I'm just happy that I kind of took the plunge to go to a private clinic, even though it was a bit disheartening in the beginning. But I feel like maybe having these meds might really help. So yeah, that's kind of been it, to be honest. I'm just gonna put some lips on. Not really, I'm gonna put like some lip products on. I'm gonna use like my Soph X toffee drizzle, and I'll just be back. And yes, so this is my finished look, and this is my current life update. It's been a bit crazy. But yeah, I really want to thank everyone for like on my social media of like congratulated me or said anything about my cheeks that was positive, so thank you. No one has ever really online that said anything like horrible about my rosacea, so that's nice. I really like today's look actually. This Beauty Bay eyeshadow thing is pretty cute. It's probably not the most pigmented in the world, but you know, I think everything works really well together. Let me know something positive that's happening in your day, because in your life, not just your day, because yeah, let's fill up the comments with like positivity and happiness, because we need more of that in life. But you know, we'll just take each day as it comes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. And I hope you're having a really good week. Hope you're healthy and you're safe. Is that what I normally say? Yeah. And I'll see you really soon. Bye guys.